Hey guys, this is just going to be a resupply update. I get a lot of questions a lot of times of, where do you buy this? How do you buy that? If you don't know, if you go up to my website, there's a link up there that says suppliers. And the suppliers are the people that I constantly purchase from. So, everybody knows I buy New Jersey Steel Baron, that's my steel guy, so I have his link up there. I buy pins and screw stock from Amazon, so I have links up there for that. And, as I progress in my knowledge and progress in my skills, I'm constantly looking for the best deal. So what I have here is just basically a month's worth of supplies that I had to purchase. Now I didn't purchase it all in one shot, don't get me wrong, but through the weeks, through the months, every paycheck I buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that. When I sell a couple knives, I usually put it back into a high price item, which might be a piece of equipment or a piece of gear that I need to help my skills. All right. You can purchase this stuff from any of the knife suppliers that I have up there. I have 100% confidence that they will do the right thing should anything go wrong. I mean, Amazon has a great return policy, so you don't have to worry about that. Knife kits, Texas Knife Supply, USA Knife Maker, all those guys, and of course New Jersey Steel Baron, which is my boy Aldo. You don't have to worry about it. Anything you need, just call him up. So I'm just going to go over some of the stuff that I have here that I've purchased and maybe give you some ideas, and if I don't bore you to death, maybe you'll go out and look at the links on the website. All right, first things first. I had a leather apron. Okay, this is the new leather apron that I just purchased. Okay, it's actually a welder's jacket. All right, this one is extra large. All right, really nice welder's jacket. Comes with the buttons, so it's easy to put on and off. And I had a welder's apron. This is a jacket. The only reason I got the jacket is because it's all encompassing, so you fit it all the way around. Now you can get an apron. I had an apron around here somewhere, but I can't find it. So what I was doing was using just a regular old sweatshirt, and I just want to let you know that sweatshirt material is not good for fire and sparks. All right, so you could see that while I'm grinding, the sparks are putting a hole in my sweatshirt. I didn't get on fire, so don't worry about that. I was completely safe. But it ruined that sweatshirt, which is why I invested in a welder's jacket. These are pretty comfortable. They're heavy duty. They cost about 40 bucks. And I bought this on Amazon and has some adjustments. From what I understand, if you're a big guy, the 2X is huge. So you might want to look at that. But this is the XL. This is perfectly this is what I wear all the time. I mean, I'm 230, 6'4". And that fits me perfectly. It gives me a little room around the arms to move, and it's comfortable. And when it's cold, this leather jacket works great. Hobart is the name of the company. You can't beat it. 100% leather. It's really comfortable. So just an idea what you're grinding. In the summertime, I usually don't wear a leather jacket. I'll wear a leather apron because it's a little cooler. All right. Next thing, I got these cases at Home Depot. All right, I got this case at Home Depot. It's super cheap. It's like $12 a piece, and it comes with all these dividers. Now, I've used these dividers before, and I have a couple of these cases. I'm going to buy a little bit more. You can also buy them on Amazon, I think, in a 3-pack. I think they come in a 3-pack. And what I put in here is all my specialty drill bits. All right. The idea that I got was I was looking for drill bits that I can buy in bulk, and Amazon has this great thing where you can buy them in packages of 12. They call them contractor bits or contractor pack. They come in a pack of 12, and Champion is the place that I go. All right, Champion general purpose. They call them jobber drill, 118 degree drill bit. This is 1/8. I got 1/4 inch. I always go through a ton of 1/4 inches, so I got a couple in there. This is 3/8. I have 3/16, and I always buy them in 12 packs. Guys, you can't beat these 12 packs. Number one, they're only about $10 to $20 a piece. All right, they're the same drill bits that you use constantly over and over again, made by the same company. Usually ships within a couple days, so you can't beat that. You can buy a sharpener, and I do have one of those drill bit sharpeners, but by the time it takes me to actually go through all, it's like a whole day of work. I'd rather just get a contractor pack, you know, finish it off. When they get dull, throw them in the recycle bin. You know, that's it. Those guys love it. All right, so the name of the company is Champion. You could see it again up there on the links. You can look for it. I call them, they're Cobalt Jobber drills. Jobber. Heavy duty. All right, pretty decent. I do get a lot of use out of these suckers. And then once they start chipping and getting beat up, then I just toss them. All right, you can call me wasteful if you want, but time is money to me. So I'm always looking for, you know, hey, if it works, it's great. Also, they also sell this set. I know there was a couple guys that were asking me about this. You know, where do you get your chamfering? I guess you call it chamfer. Basically, what you do is, this is a drill bit that once you drill the hole, you can burrow it out to make it that nice 45-degree angle. And Champion also sells that in a set. This is the set right here. Champion CSK set 5. All right, this is relatively cheap. They also call them a countersink. You can call them countersinks if you want. All right, but they make that as well. So I always buy my stuff from Champion. Again, they have great products. Never had a problem with the drill bits. You don't have to worry if the drill bits say that they are powder coated. It doesn't mean anything, because eventually the powder coat wears off. So you're wasting your money there. Anything that has cobalt on it is fine. That's the ones that I purchase. Rigid also makes some good ones, but for the price, you can't beat it. You buy a pack of 12 drill bits, you're done for the day. You don't have to worry about it. And I have some other stuff in there, but those are two of the purchases that I make to keep my stuff nice and secure. You don't have to worry about it. All right. Another company that I use all the time, and I want to thank Gavco for this, is Super Grit. All right, if you can see that right there. Supergrit.com. I buy all my belts from. I buy my ceramic belts. I buy my drums from. Outstanding. Can't beat them. They're quick. I mean, you put an order in today, you're getting it by tomorrow or the next day tops. They don't charge you any more extra for the shipping. That's just how fast they are. Or maybe it's my location, but I always buy my stuff from them. Can't beat them there. Also, Amazon. I do buy a lot of my compounds, my buffing compounds from Amazon. This was, I think this was a 3-pack. I got the Emery. This one is Emery. Yeah, it's from Product USA from New Jersey. So this is the stuff that I buy, ProCraft. It's basically polishing compound. Again, up there on Amazon, can't beat that. DevCon, all right. I like this epoxy better than Loctite. I don't know what it is about Loctite, but they say it's 5-minute epoxy. It's more like 5-day epoxy. Okay, I don't know. It's just crap. DevCon, I've done some review. I've read a little bit about it. They seem to be really good. It works on metals, and that's one thing you got to realize is when you are shopping for epoxies, make sure it's for metal. Believe it or not, there are epoxies that just won't work with metal. So, you know, this is the stuff I always buy, DevCon, and I've never had a problem with it. I've gotten the big bottles because I use so much of it, but you can buy the squeezy syringe types if you like. And I always buy them in bulk. As you can see, I got 5 packages here. All right, so there is a lot of stuff that, you know, you need to purchase in bulk. So if you can get a discount in bulk, more power to you. The next thing is I bought this from these. This is for the Kydex sheath making. All right. Usually they come in 24 by 12, and they cut this, and I was a little upset that they did, but I specifically didn't mention that I didn't want to cut. If you can buy them in 24, depending on how your press is, but if you can buy them in 24 by 12, I prefer that because that's how I made my press. This stuff I think I bought from Texas Knife Supply. It did take a little bit longer to get, but I usually buy them from Knife Kits. Knife Kits has a 24 by 12, and that's how mine's set up, so that's the way I like to use it. But again, not overall expensive, but if you are going to make Kydex sheets, you have to buy that stuff, because eventually what happens is as you're compressing it, it actually gets like hard spots, soft spots, and it's a pain in the ass. Speaking of sheets, I have here some sheets that I purchased that I'm looking for my production knives. All right, this is the Molly setup. These I got from USA Knife Supplier. You can see it has the MOLLE strap in the back. These are, I think, vinyl or Condora. It does come with an insert here. I think I will be able to use some of these sheets for my Master Chiefs. Not everybody likes these, but as a time saver, and for the ease of use, I mean, you can't beat that. This one is actually not that bad. It has some clips up here. It's pretty cool, and you can put it on your MOLLE vest. All right. The other ones are a little bit cheaper. They just have one belt loop. All right, but as a quick fix for a sheath, can't beat those. And then these are for the smaller ones. All right, these are for the smaller blades, like quick snaps. I have to figure out how I'm going to make these work. I only have a couple of these. The idea behind it is, like I said, I want to do it. I don't want to spend 2 days on making sheets. Okay, and I don't want to pay somebody to do it either. All right, so if I can purchase in bulk a bunch of nylon sheets that serves the same purpose, it saves everybody a lot of time, and it saves us some money too, because now I don't have to charge you extra for the Kydex sheet. So I'm still working that out. Simply Green, I want to thank Kylie from Knives and Stuffs. Basically, if you empty this bottle out, I've emptied half this bottle out and filled the rest with water because it is concentrated. But if you take this and spray it on your belt while you're grinding, for whatever magical reason, the rust on the high carbon knives when you are working with them, so if you're working with high carbon, you dip it in the water, dip it in the water, dip it in the water, eventually it creates a rust around the steel. Simply Green, as you spray it on the belt, will not rust. It'll still lubricate it, but it won't rust. I don't know what magical properties it has in there, but it's phenomenal. It cleans it up. There's no rust buildup like there is with regular water, and it smells good. So it's a win-win there. So Simply Green, check it out, work with it, see if it works out. It works great for me. Like I said, what I did is emptied half out, fill the rest up with water, and then save the rest for when I run out, and then I'll refill it. This is the Personalizar. I got this from Jantz. All right. This is etching. All right. This is where you can etch your name. I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I know there's some great videos out there and some guys that use that product. That's not cheap. That's the cheapest one I could find, and it's $200. I know there's some makeshift ways to make those things. I didn't want to mess with that. Like I said, time is money for me. I'm always about the time. Get it done correctly, get it done right the first time, and everybody's happy. And that's what I'm trying to do. So if you notice on some of my blades, a lot of my blades, I stamp them now. But what happens with the stamp is, as the heat treat process goes on and as you get it back and then sand it, you start losing. If you didn't stamp it deep enough, what will happen is the name will start to rub off, and that doesn't really look professional. So that's what I'm trying to do, is up my game with the etcher. Again, Jantz has it, Knife Makers has it, a couple places has it. So, if you want to buy one, like I said, the cheapest one I saw was $200. So it's not cheap. Pin stock. I'm not going to bring all my pin stock out here, but I buy my pin stock from Amazon.com. If you go up to the link, you'll see it. I buy 72 inches. All my stock is 72 inches, which is 6 feet. So I buy something like this in 6-foot rods. It comes to about, I don't know, $8 per rod, $8-9 per rod. Versus if you go to one of the knife supply stores, you're only getting 12 inches for, $12, $19, depending on what, where you are. So if you go into the Amazon where it says it's industrial and scientific, that's where you can get all your steels, your pins, your rods, all that stuff. They also have Chicago screws and all that other stuff for sheath making. So definitely something to look for. And last but not least, you guys know that I shop at New Jersey Steel Baron. All right, so this is my 5160 1/4 inch. I have 6 pieces. I primarily purchased this for my knives that I'm doing with the Last Ditch knife. All right, the Last Ditch knife is made out of this steel. New Jersey Steel Baron is excellent. You can go up on my links again, check him out. He's up there. enough said. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what to buy, call him up. There's a lot of stuff in his inventory that he has, but his web designer has not put it into the system. So if you go up on the website and you don't see it, it doesn't mean he doesn't have it. It just means that it wasn't updated yet. Also, I purchased some A2. All right, I purchased some A2. A2 is a air hardened tool steel. I am trying to figure out new steels that I'm trying to find a good steel that I can work with, because what I'm getting is a lot of even though I tell people you have to oil your steels, you got to keep them clean, you got to constantly listen, nobody wants to do that. I know. I mean, the neurotic steel collectors, the knife collectors, will do that because they appreciate custom steel. But if you're a guy that's used to just buying your steel or knives off the rack, and even though I said, hey, look, you got to keep it oiled, you blow me off, whatever. Next thing you know, you start getting a patina that starts to grow on the steel, which is that little rust pitting. I like that, but a lot of people don't if they pay $200 for the knife. It's not a big deal. You can take it off with a little bit of emery cloth or a little bit of oil, WD-40, emery cloth. You can take all that pitting right off, or you can use a buffer. That being said, I'm looking for steels that have the same strength and sharpness as carbon steels, but have a little bit more of the anti-rust. All right. I know D2 is great. I know A2 sort of splits the border. And it is an excellent steel, so I'm looking for it. I know 01, a lot of people love 01 because of simplicity of heat treating and use, but 01 is only one step up from 1095. 1095 will rust, so will 52-100, and most any steel that's not coated or treated. So again, I'm just doing my research, and I am not a metallurgist, but I'm constantly learning, increasing my skill, increasing my knowledge. And I think the time that you stop doing that is when you stop becoming an artisan or a craftsman, because steel, you're using your medium, so you got to figure out what medium you like. I do like CPM steel. I love it. 154 is excellent. I just don't want to be a stainless steel shop. I don't like stainless steel for my own personal reasons. I think it's great, and eventually I will have to use a lot of it because depending on the clients who purchase it, but I'm looking at D2 and A2 are my top runners, and S7 is phenomenal, but I don't know if I can afford S7. Actually, I have some projects coming up with S7 that I don't want to spoil any, I don't want to give you a spoiler alert yet. I want to see, once they start getting, done, we'll talk about it a little more. But if you really want a super steel, S7 is phenomenal, but it's expensive. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. I just want to let you guys in on some of my own personal restocking inventory, what I'm doing, what I'm purchasing. If you haven't had a chance, go up to the Wounded Warriors is going to end this month. I have like 1 week left. I'm going to do a video on that. Check out the link below. You still have the option to get a raffle, which is you pay $10, your name gets put in a raffle. You could win 2 fantastic knives, or you can try to outbid somebody for the Wounded Warriors knife. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Go to 3riverblades.com. Talk to you soon. Out.